And let's bring in ABC News national security and defense analyst Mick Mulroy, along with ABC News contributor and former senior CIA field operative Darrell Blacker for more on this. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here. Darrell, Russia's defense ministry claims that they targeted a military train here, and they say they killed more than 200 servicemen and destroyed 10 units of military equipment. So what do you make of this conflicting info from Russia and Ukraine on this?
Diane, it's just a bunch of misinformation, and clearly they're targeting civilians, have been since the beginning of the war, and that's not going to stop. It's the only play that they have, and that was for the internal consumption of the Russian citizens so that they could continue to believe the lies that Putin and his people are putting out there.
Mick, how concerning is this warning that Russia's planning a sham referendum votes as a cover to annex occupied territory?
So, Diane, it is concerning, and it is very much in the Russian playbook. This is exactly what they do. They go into an area under false pretenses, usually to protect unnamed ethnic Russians, and then they start issuing passports, and then they have a sham referendum. Then they also start bringing teachers in from Russia, by the way. So I think you'll see a lot of that. But this is very much within their playbook. They want to stay. Ukrainians don't want them to stay. And that's what's going to ultimately be determinant of this.
Now, Darrell, Russian forces have detained 2 workers at Europe's largest nuclear power plant, accusing them of spying for Ukraine by passing information on Russian troops. How significant is that?
My understanding that the Russian forces might control access to, but that the Ukrainians were still the ones that were staffing and manning. So they have a lot of people who are probably reporting on the Russian troops, and why they chose those 2, I don't know. I haven't heard that story.
Mick, the UN Human Rights Office is voicing concern over reports that Russian-backed forces may be planning trials now for Ukrainian prisoners of war, and they're pointing to images circulating on social media showing these big metal cages in Mariupol. How concerning is that, and what does international law say about putting prisoners of war on trial?
So there are very specific laws and international agreements that govern this. The Geneva Convention, the Hague Convention, all these things cover soldiers that are at war, and there are specifics about what they can and can't do, and they can't do this, and they know they can't do this. Most of these are, like you said, sham trials. They're trying to propagate this concept that there was Nazis in Ukraine, and they're going in there to rid the country of Nazis. It's all disinformation, or as Darrell said, misinformation, and that's what it should be viewed as. It should be internationally condemned for what it is.
And Darrell, in the midst of all this, Ukraine has been taking a slightly more offensive approach in certain areas of this war. What are you looking out for there?
So what you're looking for is for the Russian forces who have maybe stretched their lines of communications, their resupply a little bit, and they become more vulnerable. And the more they continue to expand outside of the areas that they've annexed since 14, leaves them vulnerable, particularly since these guys don't want to fight anyway, so it seems.
All right, Mick Mulroy, Darrell Blacker, we appreciate you both. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.